Hi beauties! Today I'm going to do something a little different. I'm going to share my heart with you about Operation Beauty from Ashes. And to tell you the truth, my heart is pounding so hard and I feel like I'm short of breath right now because I'm so nervous. It's in my personality to be able to teach you in tutorials, and that doesn't make me nervous, but speaking and then having it immortalized forever on a video just apparently scares me to death. I've actually been working up the courage for the past 30 minutes to press record, and I know what I'm going to say and I know my purpose and everything, but it's just really nerve-wracking, I guess. So bear with me if I sound like I can't breathe, because I can't. I'm sure it'll settle down once I get into what I'm going to tell you, but starting is always the hard part, right? Whenever we start something new, whenever we do something, the beginning is always the hard part. Once we get into it, we're fine, right? So here we go. So for those of you who don't know me, I'm Emily of Redeeming Beauty Minerals, and see, I'm so nervous, my brain's going blank right now. So I wanted to share a little bit of my heart. The purpose behind Redeeming Beauty is to help you feel beautiful, because God made you beautiful, and I want to make sure that you feel as beautiful as you already are. And I love helping you accent your natural beauty rather than making us feel fake. I feel like the cosmetic industry is into looking fake rather than looking as beautiful as you naturally are. So that's the small purpose, if you want to call it that, the main purpose, the first purpose that Redeeming Beauty Minerals has. Sorry. But take it a step farther. My name, Redeeming Beauty, comes from the fact that I believe that God made everything with a purpose. He didn't make anything purposeless. So not only did he make people with purpose and food with nutrients and purpose, but the plants and the rocks and the minerals, they all have nutrients that we can use. And if we treat properly, I do believe we need to be as sustainable as possible and as respectful as possible to the earth, his creation. We don't want to waste it, but we do need to use what's here. And he created lots of nutrients in the minerals that we can put on our face to help keep our skin fed and moisturized and full of nutrients. And our current culture has lost a lot of that by taking out things and adding toxins in. And I'm redeeming, which means to restore or bring back what God originally intended. So I'm bringing back beauty the way God intended. We don't have to harm ourselves to accent our natural beauty. We can feed our skin and make it even look more beautiful. So that's the next step of purpose. And I believe there should be even bigger purpose than that. And I've been searching for it for Redeeming Beauty Minerals for a while. And at first I didn't know it. I watched Shark Tank a lot, and I knew somewhat of what I wanted to do when I met Grace and Lace on Shark Tank. They feed children in India. They house orphans from the portions of their sales. And actually this cardigan is from Grace and Lace. And I love their story because they have an even higher purpose, a deeper purpose than just selling fashion, but they help others feel beautiful and care for others. And I love that. And as soon as I saw that you could actually do that, because it's not very popular in this culture, I said, I want to do that same thing with Redeeming Beauty. I just don't know how. And I wasn't particularly called to India. So while it tugged at my heart, I didn't know what to do with it. And, you know, last year we partnered together to raise money for Haiti. I have missionary friends in Haiti that are down there that are reaching children and helping strengthen their economy, teaching the families how to fish farm, how to do other things to strengthen their economy and create jobs. And I love that, but there wasn't a connection to Redeeming Beauty. and like a long-term connection. We had a short-term connection when the devastation happened with the hurricanes. You know, we helped raise funds, $567, and we fed, I think it was 87 people for a whole month. But there was no long-term connection there. And I just kept praying for it and looking for it. And Operation Beauty from Ashes was born. And it's emotional because this is an emotional topic for, I would think, anybody. But as an artist, I'm a little sensitive anyways. So God just inspired me, gave me the term Operation Beauty from Ashes. And what it is I don't know if you're aware, in Thailand, 50% of their income comes from tourism for that country. Of that 50% of that comes from the sale of children for other purposes and for sexual purposes, boys and girls. And most of those are sold to white men from America. They go there on vacation and they buy children and bring them back. And they'll be put in, during the day, they'll be put in nail salons to work, and restaurants, usually see Asian restaurants, Asian nail salons to work. And as I found this out, I thought it was deplorable. Our country, like, shame on us, shame on the men that are doing that, and shame on the women who are standing by and letting that happen once we find out. So that just breaks my heart. These little girls, anywhere from 3 years old to 15, and little boys too, but it's usually little girls, but they're still little boys that are caught up in the slavery. And it made me so mad that, you know, Civil War, we fought slavery, and yet we're still involved in the slavery. So Operation Beauty from Ashes was born because I am now partnered with Compassionate Hope Foundation. They go in to Thailand. Their culture is very desperate. It's not really like ours. These families sell their children because they see no other way out. There's no way to feed their families. There's no jobs. It's very rural, and I can't even imagine being in the place where I would think that selling my child is the only way to feed my family. That's just awful. So, excuse me. I'm so sorry. I lost my train of thought there. I got a little interrupted by being a little upset. So they're in a very desperate place, and really the only way to fix that is to help them bring a stable economy. You can't just, you know, if you talk about spiritual life, you can't just go in and share the gospel and share Jesus with them and then leave. They need help. They need food. They need clothing. They need money. That's why they're doing this. So Compassionate Hope Foundation builds villages of hope, and they're centered around homes of hope. And these homes of hope are filled with rescued ones. That's their names. I love the themes behind everything. If you can tell, I love themes. So each home would hold 20 rescued ones, and there's about 10 homes in each village. And we're going to be responsible for helping support Fusong in Thailand. And in these villages, there's going to have those homes like I talked about with the rescued ones in them. And there's going to be multiple schools around that will hold not only the children in those homes, the rescued ones, but also children that are at risk. Actually, basically all children are at risk in Thailand. They'll be able to hold the children of the surrounding areas in the schools. They're trying to reach as many children as possible to give them education, because if they have enough education, they can rise above where they are. Research has been showing that in order to rise above this kind of level of horror in their lives, that they need at least a university level education to help reframe the mind, to bring it to a more, I don't know what phrase you'd want to say, but a more, to reframe the mind to think in a more safe manner. So they provide schooling for these children. Any child that wants to go on to a university level, they give scholarships to. So they go all the way to the university level. They're providing for their physical needs, for food, for clothing. These villages, of course, bring in small businesses like salons and agriculture and churches, and I'm looking at notes in my lap, and restaurants and things into their area, so that way they have a culture, so that way they can make money, so that way they can have jobs and they don't have to sell their children. Most of the girls there that are, let's see, 13 to 14, by that time they're usually in tribal groups, is how these families are. They're in tribes. And the girls 13 to 14 years old are expected to marry. And usually they're the third or fourth wife of a man, at least the men that have some money. And the family's doing this to hopefully get the man that she's marrying to help support her family. But then she quickly has children, of course, and, excuse me, this new husband, after about a year or two, doesn't want this many wives, this many children, and so he just starts sending them out of the house and abandoning them. And these, by that point, 13 or 14, they'll be 15 to 16. They have one or two children, unable to feed themselves, work for themselves. Women are treated like a maid or less over there, just property. And you know, people don't always take care of their property. So these young girls are selling their children because if they happen to find another man, he doesn't want the child or the children. So in order to survive, she sells her child or abandons her child, which of course they'll be picked up for trafficking also. So that's why I'm partnering with Compassionate Hope Foundation, because they are going in and helping these families, these little girls, these little boys. Right now they have one home of little boys. Like I said, it's mostly little girls that are having these troubles. And I love Compassionate Hope Foundation because it's a holistic view. I hate just going in, just giving food. Well, that's fine, but somebody said, isn't it, give a man a fish and feed him for a day, teach him to fish and he'll be fed for a lifetime? We need to teach them how. They need that. So this is a holistic way. They teach them character development. They teach them integrity. They teach them academics. They teach them trades. They teach them spiritual truths. They teach them that they're beautiful, because these girls don't believe they're beautiful. In fact, they don't really want to be beautiful, because the more beautiful you are, the higher your likelihood is of being sold multiple times, because these children, they just keep passing hands and being sold over and over and over again. And so that's what I'm doing. We're bringing beauty from ashes to these girls and boys in Thailand. And part of the portions from every sale that you purchase from Redeeming Beauty Minerals will be going to support this village. I love it if you join me. I love it if you go above and beyond, and if you don't need makeup this day or this month, and you feel led to give, I will always have a link on my website directly to them so you can donate. You don't have to buy makeup through me to do it. But I want to be able to do this because together we can do more than we can by ourselves. So I want to help bring beauty to these girls. They're just, I mean, I can't imagine being treated like that. And I want to bring beauty to them, bring beauty from their ashes, because they have such a horrible reality that they're living in. And that's the details of Beauty from Ashes. I think I got everything. Let me check my notes real quick. Oh, another statistic, that 7 out of 10 of every child in Thailand has been already at least once sexually abused. So there's a lot of ashes in Thailand, and I'd love to bring beauty, and I'd love it if you join me. And I think I should end the video before I start crying. So please join me in Operation Beauty from Ashes. And I haven't figured out the frequency yet. At least once a week. I will never email you more than once a week on a consistent basis. But you will be receiving any pictures that I can share. Obviously, there's some sensitivity for safety issues. Names may be changed in stories. The pictures may not have names with them. Some pictures, I'm only going to share with you pictures I'm allowed to share, because we want to make sure everybody stays safe. But I will share with you everything we're doing together. And oh, I just remembered one more thing that I have to tell you that is so cool, because they've been doing this for several years now, and some of these girls have graduated from Compassionate Hope Foundation and gone through the schooling all the way at the university level and gotten medical degrees, and it's incredible. And several of them have come back to Compassionate Hope and said, I want to join you in your mission because I have been rescued so I can rescue others. So it's just incredible. It gives me goosebumps. As you can tell, it makes me want to cry. So if you'll join me, I would be so honored. And thank you so much for making it to the end of this video and working with my lack of nerve, or with my nerves, excuse me, and lack of breath, which by now I guess I can breathe. I told you I could breathe if I got into the information. So thank you so much for listening and for supporting me, supporting my dream, and supporting those in Thailand that need help. And remember that beauty is more than skin deep. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.